Hi, this is the tutorial for uploading your paperback to IngramSpark. I am David Grandier, the production and distribution manager at Manuscripts. So you should have already created an account on IngramSpark and an account on KDP, and you should have uploaded your ebook to each of those accounts. And you should also have uploaded your paperback to KDP. Now we're going to do the IngramSpark paperback. You will need the files for your paperback, and you'll need access to your IngramSpark account. Obviously, you'll also need your ISBN, your bisect categories and keywords, and your book blurb. So if you don't have the option to create a new title here on your home page, you're just going to go over to titles in this left-hand menu, and you'll click Add Title. Okay, so you're going to click Print Book Only. You have all your files ready. You have your cover and the interior. And you're going to print, distribute, and sell the book. In the event that you need to print copies, but you're not ready to launch the book yet on IngramSpark, you can click this Only Print Book option, and this will just allow you to upload the book as a print order, but not to make it available online. Sometimes if you need some copies in a hurry before the book has released, you might want to go with that option. But in most cases, you'll just hit this Print, Distribute, and Sell Book option and continue. Here again, as an example, I'm using Marcelo DeSantis's Figure 8. English is the language. And then you'll enter your ISBN here. You will check that you own the copyright, and you will say, no, my title does not include any of the above. You'll also say no to the AI question. Don't forget that to add a subtitle, you're going to have to click on this little drop-down menu. And then you can add your book subtitle here. You can also, if your book is in a series, you can add the series name and the number of this book in the series. Here, you'll enter your name, the author. You'll select the imprint. If you don't already have Manuscripts LLC as an option, you can just add it here. And then here you will add your bisect categories, just like you did with the ebook. So you can paste them here, or you can look for them in the list. I don't have Marcelo's bisect codes on hand, so I'm just going to choose manually here. And then for audience, you're going to choose trade, unless you're writing a children's or young adult book. And then you may choose juvenile or young adult. Here in the title description section, you'll add your book blurb. And then you'll add your keywords here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm just putting a couple of generic keywords, but you can add as many as you want, up to 500 characters. And then hit continue. So here you're going to give your print information. The first thing they ask for is trim size. In most cases, our standard trim size is 5.5 by 8.5. If you have a different trim size, you will know that already. You will have discussed that with your marketing coordinator and the design team, and they will have created your files accordingly. If you don't know anything about your trim size, you're 5.5 by 8.5. So make sure you choose that option. Your interior is going to be black and white. In some cases, you know, if your book happens to be a picture book or something like that, you may be publishing in color. that's rare. Most of our authors are choosing black and white. So if you don't already have information about that, make sure you're clicking black and white. And then here, likewise, our standard paper is 50-pound white here. If you were printing on a different kind of paper, you would have already discussed that with your marketing coordinator. And this paperback version, it's perfect bound. And then you can choose the finish of your cover, whether you want it to be matte or glossy. For duplex enabled, you'll just hit no. The duplex enabled means that they can print on the inside of your cover, which won't be the case with any of our books. You'll enter your page count here, and then your market should remain US most likely, because what this means is this is the standard market. So when you put your pricing down here, you'll put your pricing in for US and it'll auto-populate the rest. Otherwise, you may have to do that the other way around, which will be confusing. So here, I'm just going to put a generic price for this book, but you'll enter the price that you've decided on. And then that should auto-populate the rest of that. The wholesale discount here, you're going to hit 55%. And then return, you want to hit yes. This is very important. You want your books to be returnable because most bookstores and retailers will not buy the book if it isn't returnable. And they're going to be getting their book from IngramSpark. And the way a bookstore's business model works is that they need to be able to return books if the books aren't selling, because they work with very small margins. So if the books aren't returnable, they're not going to buy them because it's a risk they can't take. So you'll hit yes, destroy. You have the option to have them delivered. So for example, if you have books returned, they will ship them to you, but they will charge you for the cost of shipping them to you. So destroy is the cheaper option. It means that the books will be returned to Ingram, and Ingram will simply toss them. Sometimes these fields won't autofill, so you're just going to have to fill them out manually. But the nice thing is these are should all be the same. Excuse me. And then you'll just check these boxes to show you understand and accept these choices. Here you have a few more options. You definitely want to enable look inside. That just helps sell the book. You don't need to worry about large text edition or right to left content. You can leave those unchecked. And then you're going to enter the publication date. I'm just putting a generic end of the month date here, but whatever you want your publication date to be, you can enter that here. And then hit continue. Here is where you upload your files. So you'll have downloaded your interior file for IngramSpark and your cover for IngramSpark, your paperback cover. And you'll upload those here. And then you'll hit continue once those are done uploading. Here, just like with the ebook, there's this validation page. It's just checking that your metadata has no errors and that your files have no errors. It can take a minute for this to complete. And then once it's complete, you can just hit continue. And then this is the final page. It'll just confirm your title and subtitle and author name here, just so you can see them one more time before you publish, as well as the print details, ISBN, trim size, paper and format, page count. So here you're just going to check that you authorize the book submission, and then you'll hit the complete submission button. I'm not going to click that because this is simply a demonstration. I'm going to hit save and exit. And that is the end of the paperback upload for IngramSpark. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out to me or to your marketing coordinator. And otherwise, you'll see me in the next video where you do your last upload, the Ingram hardcover upload. Remember that we only upload a hardcover to IngramSpark and not to KDP, because KDP doesn't support jacketed hardcovers.